It was here, as we mentioned before, where the volcano blew its top and it displaced a lot of water and destroyed the Minoan civilization. Now, one of the most famous leaders of the Minoan civilization was King Minos. Now, what do we know about King Minos?
No, King Minos' son
died
won
from
a game.
and being tricked and died. And
He was
then
angry
he
about
was
this?
angry about this and then said every 9 years you will sacrifice 7 girls and 7 boys to the labyrinth.
Yes. And then what happened eventually with King Minos? It gets a bit confusing. With King Minos in history, right, King Minos, Minos Gorwang, there was two different King Minoses. But King Minos eventually became known as what in the underworld? The what? Judge of the underworld.
But not the king.
No, he was a king of Crete. So King Minos was a king of Crete, the island Crete. Not the king of the underworld. Oh, the king of the underworld, I think, is Lucifer. Oh, and Hades. Lucifer, I think, with Catholicism, the Catholic religion. Hades with the pagan myths, I might say. And when he judged people, right, he would tell them what level of hell they would go to.
Do heavens have low and high?
And there's the different levels of heaven too. In Dante's Inferno, it's kind of interesting. They had the different planets. So you had the planets with different levels of heaven. The sun was a planet. So that back then they had the Earth, and then the first level of heaven was the moon, Yuliang. The next one was Mercury. Then you had Venus. Then it was the sun was another planet. These different levels of heaven, and you go inside the sun. The highest, I think, was it's called Empyrean, the Empyrean, because the Empyrean was just above the fixed stars. So you had the planets, right, including the sun, and then the fixed stars. They looked at all the stars as fixed on one sphere. After that was a level called I think it's the Empyrean. Okay, King Minos becomes a judge in the underworld, right? And when he judges what level they will go to. Now, how does he tell them what level they will go to? Yeah, he judges.
Use the tail and then wrap.
Ah, very good. Yes. So the King Minos, he will wrap his tail around his body, and how many times the tail wraps around his body, that tells the person what level of hell they will go to.
His tail, if the tail didn't wrap.
This is
around-
Lucan's first level of hell. Listening to Jaden ask so many questions, and he wants to go play on the swing, and he will get a Mars bar or something. So that's the story of King Minos, Judge of the Underworld.